Yellow, TENIME here. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Tamashii Nation's Bandai Namco SH Figuarts My Hero Academia Deku. Let's take a look at it. Plus Ultra. Alrighty then, let's take a look at the box. See him through the window. Look, cool little picture on the front. More cool little pictures on the side. MHA logo. Izuku Midoriya. Another cool picture. Figuarts. My Hero Academia. Figuarts. Izuku Midoriya. MHA. Figuarts. Izuku Midoriya. Barcode. Legal stuff. Cautions. Choking hazards. Warnings. Super modeling. Super action. Simple style and heroic action. And yes, like I said in my Amazing Yamaguchi, Dabi, and Your Gravity video, I'm not caught up, so I don't recognize this costume. But still had to get it. Because like I said, second favorite anime. So I was able to finally get Season 7 access. So, yeah. I still don't have access to the fourth movie, but it just came out in October. It hit the US in October, so I don't expect to have access to it immediately, but I definitely want to start the series over and go through and rewatch the first 4 seasons and the first 2 movies, and then finally watch the third movie. And hopefully by the time I get to Season 7, which I would assume based on when Season 7 was available and when the fourth movie came out, that if there's any continuity to the series at all, which I know they're usually not, I know they're usually standalone stories, but I still like to watch them in release order just in case a character or a reference pops up in the movie that I hadn't yet seen in the show. But I imagine by the time I'm done with Season 7, that movie 4 will be available for me to watch. So let's get this guy out of the box. There he is out of the package, and man, I barely touched him, removing him from the tray and pulling the little protective plastic wrap out from inside the waist joint, and just the figure felt really, really good, and I'm very much looking way more forward to doing this than I was before I opened the box. Not that I wasn't looking forward to it, but you'll see at comparison time that this is not my first Deku, but who doggy, this thing feels really, really good so far. Something I'm very, very happy and excited about is the instruction sheet. And the reason I'm very, very excited about it, this is not even my first Figuarts. So then it's like, well, TENIME, why are you so excited about the instruction sheet if it's not new to you? And that's because lately, all of the Figuarts I've been getting, they have not been including the instruction sheets. They have instead been including what's on the instruction sheets on the inside tabs of the box that I have to then cut out if I want to keep it, which is not that big of a deal. And if I'm worried about these being separate, I can always tape them together or whatever. But it's just something missing from them doing this when they used to do this. And so if they're going back to this, then like I said, that makes me very, very happy and excited. He's got his tattered cape. A nice little joint at the top there. Hinges back and forth. Swivels inside, and then I assume it will swivel in the figure. He's got a Windblown Bangs hairpiece. He comes with the same Windblown Bangs hairpiece, only with some full cowling electricity covering his eyes. He comes with a happy face. He comes with an angry face with his irises lit up. He comes with a screaming face with his irises lit up and some veining going on in his forehead. He's got a cupping hand for the left. He's got a cupping hand for the right, like supporting the weight of his other forearm when he's blasting away with some one for all. He's got a one for all blasting left hand. He's got a one for all blasting right hand. He's got a fist with some one for all electricity cowling coming off the back of it. He's got a determined face on him in the package. He's got some plain fists on him in the package. He's got a dumbbell in the top of his neck, and he has a ball joint in the bottom of his neck. The scarf and mouthguard are not removable or articulated. Neither is the hood. That is where you plug in the cape scarf. Scarf cape. That's a scarf, right? He can look up that much. He can look down that much. He's got a pin coming into his shoulder, going into a spherical hinge, going into a ball joint in the butterfly joint. His arm can come up that far. The butterfly gets that much forward, that much back. It does gap up if you go too far though. Because of the ball joint inside the butterfly, you can get kind of a drop down action, which can give you more up. He has a bicep swivel above the bicep gauntlet. He has double jointed elbows that come up pretty much all the way. His wrist gauntlet kind of prevents it from connecting all the way, but otherwise that's completely all the way. The wrist gauntlet is actually kind of removable because it pegs into the forearm with a ball joint, which is actually connected to the joint for the hand. To remove the hand, hold on to the gauntlet and just pop the hand off the ball. Kind of separated the hinge there a little bit, but when popping a new hand on, make sure the hinge doesn't move, because if it does, it'll make things a little frustrating for you. The hand can move down that far, up that far. You can swivel the joint and change the orientation of the hinge. He has a dumbbell in his torso. You can get that much left tilt, that much right tilt, that much back bend, that much crunch. The belt is free floating. And if you pop him apart at the waist, whoop, you can see the ball joint stem going down into the hip joints. With that ball, you can get much more tilt back, much more crunch forward, and much more side tilts. His capped hinge lets you bring his leg up to there. Pretty much full splits. He gets that much back just due to the butt sculpt. He gets that much forward. He has a thigh swivel, which can go all the way around. He's got double jointed knees. Comes up that far. The top of his boot is free floating. You can get swivel all the way around. Just make sure to reposition that once you have the foot in a position you like. His foot can go back that far. It can go forward that far. And his toe can go up. His foot can tilt in. Pretty good. His foot can tilt out. Even better, but again, we don't need as much out as we do in. You take the scarf cape here and you plug it into the hole there. Pretty easy. It can come up past there. It can go almost flat against his back. The hood, the ears kind of push against it, but I mean, that's still pretty decent. It can swivel all the way around, and then, like I said, it can swivel all the way around on the peg. And because it can swivel on both pegs, so you can swivel up there, and then you can even swivel it that way too. So you can even joint it that way as well. All right, we have the McFarlane Boku variant. We have the Kyoto Amazing Yamaguchi. We have the Gashapon Great Posing Blind Bag. We have the Funko Mystery Mini with Airy Riding Piggyback. We have the Jazzwares Total Anime, and we have the Max Factory Figma, which used to be my favorite. I think we have a new winner here, folks. Looking at other anime Figuarts and one Korean live-action TV show character Figuart, you can really see the generation of anime I was raised on by the assortment gathered here, with, of course, some new additions. All of these are Tamashii Nation's Bandai Namco SH Figuarts figures. We have Chainsaw Man Denji as Chainsaw Man. We have the Squid Game Soldier. We have the Yu Yu Hakusho Yusuke Urameshi, who I really should have done a review on because my very first email address ever in the early 90s was yusuke08@aol.com. Because my birthday's in August. Cowboy Bebop's Spike Spiegel, my favorite anime ever. The Case Closed or Detective Conan, Conan Edogawa. The Rurouni Kenshin Hajime Saito. Ranma 1/2 Ryoga Hibiki. My favorite Sailor Scout from Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury. Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Full Power Goku. Pokemon's Ash Ketchum and Pikachu. And Lupin the Third's title character, Arsène Lupin the Third. My usual comparisons of the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze Michelangelo, the Mattel Masterverse Revelation Stinkor, the Jakks Pacific Super Mario, the Hasbro Marvel Legends comic book Deadpool, the Diamond Select Toys G.I. Joe Minimates Storm Shadow, the Medicom Mathx Snyder Cut Batman, the Fresh Monkey Fiction Eagle Force Agent Grimm, the McFarlane Toys Mortal Kombat 11 Shadow of Spawn, and the Super 7 Silverhawks Ultimates Bluegrass and Sideman. Now, while I do prefer the blue stripes on the bicep gauntlets over the orange ones here, this is 100% my new favorite Midoriya figure. Like, wow, holy crap. I have a lot of Figuarts, and I don't always love all of them, and some of the newer ones have been a little fiddly. But this figure is probably one of the best Figuarts they've ever made, at least that I've owned. It is really, really good. And Deku's my third favorite character of the entire series. The first two are Shoto Todoroki and Shigaraki, as you saw on my shirt in the intro. And while I am definitely interested in collecting the entire roster that any company is willing to make, it's always nice to get your favorite characters. And this does not disappoint. This just came out. I imagine they're still in stock at your website of choice. If you like My Hero Academia, if you like Izuku Midoriya, get this friggin' figure. It is so good. So good. I'm completely blown away by how good this figure is. Ah, jeez. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose just to show off this new slide. It is honestly so much easier to just include this in my dialogue in the review than to have to record a completely new audio segment and include it in the edit. If you would like the Izuku Midoriya shirt seen on Cartoon Tenime's t-shirt on the thumbnail or on this slide, there will be a link to my Threadless shop in the description where you can get this exact shirt for yourself. Enjoy! Back to the video. Thank you so much for watching. You know the YouTube algorithm sucks. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to support me on Patreon, patreon.com/Tenime. The link is in the description. $5 a month gets you unlimited behind-the-scenes access to all artworks, works in progress, including upcoming YouTube thumbnails. I do very much appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much. Stay safe. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.